Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chatty Podcast with me, T. I hope you're all doing very well. Long time no speak. I think I've taken a month off. It's so bad. I'm so sorry everyone. I was feeling very uninspired. The job search has been going to utter shite. It's actually depressing. It's fine. I'll spare you the mental breakdowns. There have been many. BBC changed my portal to say I was on to the next stage. And then they changed it to say, process complete. You've been rejected, babes. And then I didn't get another BBC job that I've applied for. And I basically haven't got anything that I've applied for. Obviously, otherwise I'd been giving you a big fat employment update that I have a job. Definitely don't. I have got a 0-hour contract at my gym though for reception, just to earn some peas, which is positive. That is positive, everyone. A win is a win. And yeah, what else happened? I went to Portugal, DnB Allstars Portugal, very last minute. That was not on my Brave calendar, but we booked it a week before, and I will dive well into that and my review of that today. Today's video is going to be really rambly and really random because I just want to catch you up. Let's just have a chat, because filming this episode has been giving me a tiny bit of anxiety. And I don't know why. I think it's because I've taken such a long break that then I was like, oh no, like I don't know what to talk about anymore. And I just felt like my last video got 6 views. I'm hoping that one day I'm going to look back and be rich and think like, oh, like look at poor little her got 6 views, but you know, it was all worth it. You worked hard, you know. Hopefully that's how I'm going to look back at that video one day. It's just annoying because that video I like really gave a shit about. So it's fine, moving on. Also my fault because I then went to Portugal, made no TikToks, didn't promote it at all. So obviously, what do we really expect? Any other updates? I did Tough Mudder with my boyfriend. That was so much fun. We will dive into that as well. And what else has been going on? I can run again. That's some positive news. I can run again. Not to the same capacity that I was pre-injury, but listen, a win is a win. A win is a win. So yeah, there's that. And then I had my birthday brunch with all my friends, which was just unreal because my uni friends and my home friends had never met and they all came together and it was the best day ever. So maybe we'll talk about that. We've got the Molly May second half of the documentary to talk about. We must dive into that. And is there any other online drama that I want to touch on today? Jojo Siwa and Hughes. Maybe we'll touch on that. So let's start with DnB Allstars Portugal. Where do I begin with that? It was amazing. It was really good. I wouldn't say it was an amazing festival. If that same festival was in England, you couldn't say it was an amazing festival because it's not like they built up crazy stages and there was loads of stages. There was 2 stages, and I mean, let's face it, the pyramid is cool, but it's not like wow. And the other stage was literally just a stage with some greenery around it. So in terms of stages, it's getting a 5 out of 10. But the lineup is getting a 10 out of 10 from me. Every single person played an absolute banger of a set. Even Benny L. I don't like Benny L. Sorry, Benny L. Yeah, I don't like Benny L. Benny L's not a bit of me, but even Benny L's set was decent. Oh, do you like how I stopped myself from saying good? No, it was good. Maybe. Yeah, I remember turning to my boyfriend at one point and being like, in the after parties, I didn't go to all the after parties, I just went to one on Sunday. And I remember turning to my boyfriend and I was like, it's just banger after banger after banger after banger. Like every set was just amazing. Everyone was playing top tunes. It was so good. So let's talk about the price of the trip, because I feel like that is a main issue with festivals, is that how expensive they are. But DnB Allstars Portugal, we actually did it in such an affordable way. So we got our tickets on Ticket Swap like a week before, and we got them for £100. My boyfriend got his for £99 and mine was like £104, which is unreal because they were selling for £250 on the official website. So guys, ticket swap is so good. And then like flights, hotel, transfers, all of that was £350 each because your girl is good at doing the little online love holidays comparison to find cheap flights. Anyway, we stayed in a hotel called Hotel Loire, which was like 20-minute walk from the festival, breakfast included, and it's not giving gourmet breakfast, it's not like a full English, but it did its job, you know. There was cereal, there was yogurt, there was beans, bacon, you know, like when you go on holiday, it's that weird version of bacon, and scrambled eggs and toast. Lovely. I'm fine with that. It fed me every morning. Love that. They had green tea, they had honey. I was set, good to go. So yeah, all of that £350 plus the ticket, an extra £100, £450 for an abroad festival. I don't think that's too shabby, not going to lie. So we payment planned it, so that was good. So we paid that in 3 installments. And yeah, I wouldn't do it again if it was in the same place, but I know they're not doing it again in Portugal. So I would definitely do it again if it's in another country, just because I just don't really see the point of returning to the same place when it's not the place that I loved, it was the lineup. You get me? But the lineup was amazing. I honestly had the best time. The weather wasn't 10 out of 10. It rained on and off, but I still had a great time. Like, I had an amazing time despite the weather. So that's how you know you had a good time. And yeah, favourite sets were probably K9. K9 was absolutely sick. Selector J-Man, back-to-back Kelvin 373 at the after party. Banging. Andy C is always a winner for me. A Little Sound was great. Andromedic, 10 out of 10. I'm really becoming a fan of him. So is my boyfriend. He's made it into my boyfriend's top 5. And that's big news. One thing I will say about DnB Allstars Portugal is it wasn't ran amazingly. The first day there were so many issues, and to be fair to them, they did send out an email and they did fix the issues, most of them, by the second day. But I just feel like when you're DnB Allstars, like, you should have thought of all these things beforehand, you know, before everyone complained about it. But number one, the sound system, like, what, that's such a major thing to be getting wrong. The sound system on the first day was horrific. Like, it was just all bass. Like, you could barely hear the lyrics in the songs. Like, how people in that festival without loops on, I have no idea. Their eardrums are non-existent. They don't exist anymore. If you can hear my stomach rumbling, I'm so sorry. I've just eaten it's not rumbling because it's hungry, it's rumbling because it's digesting, because I have just eaten so much food after my run. And then what else was okay, yeah, so on the Q&As, they put, you cannot bring food and drink into the festival, but you can bring a clear plastic water bottle to be refilled at the water points. Tell me why the security guard on the first day is like, no, you can't bring that in here to my water bottle. And I was like, you're at a festival on a beach in Portugal, and do you want me to die of dehydration? That was my whole argument. And I also got up the screenshot of like the water bottle rule and was like, look. And he was like, yeah, but the police have come and the police said that you can't have them, which was a lie, because in the email they were like, that was a miscommunication. The police did. Why would the police say you're not allowed your water? It doesn't make any sense. They were taking people's medication off them though, but that apparently was the police, because I don't know why. Maybe they couldn't prove what kind of drugs was actually in their medication, but like, people weren't allowed their inhalers, which I think is ridiculous, because they were like, yeah, but you can go get them from the medic tent whenever you need them. But if you're having an asthma attack, like, the time it's going to take you to go get your inhaler might be just that minute too long. I don't think that was fabulous from them. And then what else? I will say there was a woman in the like merch tent who worked for DnB Allstars, and she was so good. Any question you had, if she didn't know the answer, she was in a group chat, right, and being like, guys, do you know the answer to this? Like, they they didn't even signpost where the water points were. It was like a mission to find the water points, and you'd like go to the bar and you're like, where can I just get water from? And one of the bartenders literally said to me, it will be near impossible to get a cup of water. I was like, excuse me? Oh, saying that, I'm gonna have a sip of my water. We don't have a tea today. I know, guys, I know that is my literal whole brand. I don't have a tea today purely because it's hot. I don't want to be drinking a tea, and I feel dehydrated, so water is key, you know. However, it's like the nicest thing about going to DnB Allstars Portugal is that you're in Portugal. So like on the day before the festival and the day after the festival, we just chilled on the beach. Before the festival, every day, my boyfriend and I went to this little restaurant. There was this restaurant that did a starter and a main for €14.90, which was so good. So we both got that. We shared a jug of sangria. And it was sunny. We sat outside. It was lovely. I mean, it did rain as well. So one day we just sat inside because it was raining. But the rain was on and off. It wasn't like consistent rain all day, ever. So that was so nice. And then like, you know, it was like a holiday and a festival, which I absolutely loved. I just had a great time. I loved it. Overall, I would give DnB Allstars Festival a 8 out of 10, purely because the vibes were so good. The crowds were a bit odd though. Like I'm not gonna lie, the crowds were a bit bizarre. But you always get bizarre people at festivals. I feel like there was more than normal though, but it was quite international. So like maybe I just don't understand their humour, you know. And I mean they all hate us English people, so it's probably got something to do with that. What else? Because I went to DnB Allstars, I'm not going to Forbidden now because I used my Forbidden money to pay for Portugal, and now my boyfriend's going on holiday when we were going to go to Forbidden. And so I'm sitting Forbidden out, which I'm so sad about. But if you're going to Forbidden Forest, like, have the best time. I'm really jealous of you. I'm going to have to turn off all of my, like, rave notifications because if I see people in Forbidden having a great time, I'm going to be crying. Let's move on to my birthday plans, which I haven't updated you all on. Because my birthday was on the 25th of April, and then I, since then, have been doing a little birthday plans and such. So let's start with Tough Mudder with my boyfriend. That was so much fun. Like, I enjoyed it so much. I was kind of dreading it a tiny bit before because I just didn't really know what to expect, and Lottie, one of my friends, kept sending me videos of people doing Tough Mudder, and it looked horrendous. Like, it looked miserable. It literally looked like, oh, why would you want to put yourself through that? But it's so fun. So we did the 15k course, so it's the longest one you can do. And obviously my hamstring's sort of better now, so I could actually run. It was so nice to run. I walked up the hills though, not gonna lie. I was like, I'm conserving my energy. But yeah, it was so much fun. My favourite obstacles were the one which is like, if you've ever done a Tough Mudder, you'll know what one it is. And if you haven't, I'm going to try and describe it. It's like a tube, but in the water. But it's a like long rectangle. What? Well, not a cube. A cube is a square, like a long cube. I can't think of what that is. It's not a rectangle. Am I being thick? But you know what I mean? It's like a square tube, right? And it rotates in the water, and you've got to like push yourself up, and people have got to like help push the tube over. So I hope this is making sense, but you're in the water, so you're like pushing yourself up, you flip your legs around, and then you plonk back into the water the other end, and you've got to get like over this big tube thing. That one was one of my favourite ones. Another one I liked was there was this one, and it was just like a big rope hanging from one end to the other, and you had to like hang off it and pull yourself along. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that one, and I did it, and I was so proud of myself. So I enjoyed that one purely because I surprised myself. The Everest one, which is like a big skate park ramp thing, I didn't think, where you like run up and then pull yourself up. I can't even say I did that one. I did do it, like officially I got over it, but I was pulled up by 3 men. My boyfriend like runs up it, pulls himself up, easy peasy. like literally easy peasy, no questions asked. He goes to me before he ran up, he was like, Tiela, just run, give me your arm, and I'll pull you up. And I was like, cool, fine. And he was like, don't put your knees on the side. Once your knees are on, you're never going to get back up. Keep your feet on. I was like, cool, cool. I run. I grab his arm. My feet are on it. I'm not putting my knees on it. And he's like, push, like, pull yourself up with, like, come on. No. My feet were not, like, I couldn't get any momentum to, like, push my body up from my feet because they were just slipping down the thing. And I was actually, like, dead weight. And my boyfriend's, like, trying to pull me up. No, no, no. I was like, let me go, let me go. And I just slid slowly back down this slope. Anyway, I was like, I'm gonna try again. I run up. My boyfriend's recruited two other people at the top, like, help me pull my girlfriend up. I run up, grab my boyfriend's arm. The same thing's happening with my feet where there's no grip. But another man grabs my other arm and another man grabs my leg. He's like, get your leg up, give me your leg. So I literally get pulled up by both my arms and my leg over the thing. So embarrassing. But we got over it. We got over it. And you know what? It's an experience and a story time that I can speak about now. So that was that one. Then there was like an ice bath one, which I'm so annoyed at myself for not doing properly. Because my boyfriend didn't want to do it, and because he didn't want to do it, I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Which is stupid. But it's like this big ice bath thing, and there's like cages, 3 cages, and you have to like get in and like go backwards and pull yourself along the cage, and then you can like pop up. There's 3, so then you can like pop up, get yourself together, and then do it again. Anyway, I did one of them and then I didn't do the other 2, which is really annoying. But if I was to do it again, I would do that one again. And yeah, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. That was a Christmas present from my boyfriend. What a Christmas present. It was so much fun. We like did it together. We've now got a little medal to show our efforts, you know. It's next to my half marathon medal, which I want more half marathon medals. I will be doing more half marathons once my hamstring is back to tip top condition. I just got my runner subscription back because I cancelled it because of the injury, because you know I wasn't really allowed to run, so I thought cancel the subscription, save the money. But it's back because runner also were like, we miss you, here's 50% off. So they got me good. I've got a Garmin now because I got that for my birthday, which I'm quite frankly obsessed with. Today was my first day running with Runner that I connected to my Garmin, and it was so good because normally when I had my Apple Watch, it wouldn't connect to Runner and my headphones at the same time, so I couldn't like listen to my music and have Runner speak to me and it be recording everything on my watch. With the Garmin, it's so easy. You just went on Runner, logged into your Garmin thing, it connected straight to my watch. Everything was so seamless, so easy. Like, you just select the workout on your watch. Oh, I cannot. It's so good. I love it. So big fan of the Garmin. I love my morning report every morning. I sleep with it on, and then I like knowing what my sleep was like. Not enough REM sleep is normally the thing it gives me, but it's so interesting to see. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the Garmin, and I'm a big fan that I've started running again. That's just so fun and exciting for me, everyone. The next thing I wanted to talk about was my lovely brunch with all my friends. It was just so nice. It was so lovely because I honestly do feel so lucky all the time that I have the best friends ever. Like, everyone I'm friends with, I truly love them, you know, like, I think I've got really good people around me. Anyway, it was so nice to like bring my uni friends and my home friends together because I'm quite picky with who I'm friends with. So if you're friends with me, like, you're a good egg, you know? So they just were all these lovely girls all together. Everyone got along, and it was just so nice to see like my two worlds collide. And I need to do it again with all of them because it was just so fun. As I was going off to my brunch, I was like, oh, it's basically like me going to brunch with like all my future bridesmaids, which was so cute. That was a cringe, but cute. We went to Serrata Hall in Old Street, which is, by the way, the best bottomless brunch in London, I feel. Not that I've been to many, but that's my vote. You get a bowl of, it used to be rum punch, but now it's like this margarita spritz thing. It's delicious. So refreshing. The rum punch was really good though. I kind of wish you got a bowl of that and a bowl of rum punch. And then they give you a bottle of Prosecco and a bottle of Rosé Prosecco. And then little syrups to make like little bellinis with, and like put stuff in your Prosecco. Delicious. So yeah, honestly, can't complain. But I had Tough Mudder the next day, so I did everything I could to make sure I was not hungover. Let's actually go through this, because I feel like this is handy information for everyone. This is Tiela's guide to avoid a hangover. So obviously I did drink at this brunch, you know, it was bottomless brunch, so I did drink. However, I made sure, so we went to the brunch, and that was 1 to 3, and then we went and got one more cocktail at another bar, and then after that, no more alcohol, stop drinking. I went to dinner with 2 of my friends. By the way, we went to Burgers and Beyond, which is like one of my favourite places. It's so yummy. But yeah, so I got their chicken strip things for starter. 10 out of 10 would recommend if you ever go there, by the way. You need the chicken strips. Then I got a double bacon cheeseburger situation. Line the stomach. Get some food in there, and I got a milkshake. Now the milkshake probably wasn't a good choice for me, but I didn't want a cocktail and I wanted something like extra filling, so I got a chocolate milkshake. It was actually delicious, but as a girl who's lactose intolerant, wasn't the best call for me, but it's fine. It was fine, didn't regret it. Then on the way home I bought 2 beverages. I bought a Coca-Cola and I bought a big bottle of water. Now I didn't actually end up drinking the Coca-Cola, but the Coca-Cola was there just in case I needed that like bit of extra sustenance, sugar hit. But the water was down the whole way home, journey home. Then when I got home, I actually managed to cook dinner for my boyfriend and I. And normally I wouldn't have rice with dinner, but that day I did. So I made us chicken legs with rice and salad. And I had like the whole bag of rice, like, you know, the microwave rice. I ate like the whole bag of that rice because I thought, come on, we really need to get the sustenance in here to absorb all the alcohol. And then I drank another thing of water, like this whole thing. And then for running, I have my electrolytes. I use the My Protein High Rocks ones. It's called like the Electro. And I drank those because I thought hydration is key here. I then went to bed, and then in the middle of the night, I could sense I was getting a headache. So I took a paracetamol in the middle of the night, and I woke up feeling fresh as a daisy. So good. I really do feel like I mastered that little hangover situation, and then I did Tough Mudder the next day and I felt great. So if you're ever in a birthday situation where you need to book contradicting plans right next to each other, there you go, that's what you do. Because honestly, it worked a charm. Oh, another thing I did was at the brunch, because obviously it's bottomless brunch, so you eat there. I made sure to pick like one of the most filling things I could find on the menu. So I had like a big bowl of pasta with all the alcohol. You know, I thought alcohol, pasta, good combo. You can't get too drunk. And I ate a little breakfast in the morning as well, because basically food and hydration is going to be your main bits here to get rid of the hangover the next day. But yeah, I had a lovely time, and it was all worth it. All worth the do everything to avoid the hangover. And yeah, I had a lovely birthday. It was honestly the nicest birthday I think I've ever had. My 23rd year. Yeah, so thank you all if you were part of my birthday, because I had the best time ever. I then also went and met one of my other friends in Primrose Hill on a separate day, and we had a little picnic there together, which was also really lovely. So honestly, I had the best birthday ever. Now, let's talk about the Molly-Mae documentary. Molly-Mae, I love you. I love Molly-Mae. I really genuinely do. I think she's great. I think she's really relatable. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on exactly why I like her, but she's just got something about her. And I like it. I like seeing what she's up to. I'm more obsessed with her sister now, I think, though, Zoe Ray. Like, I love her vlogs so much, because they're, like, very fitnessy, and, like, she, like, talks about, like, what she eats, how she trains, and, like, that's very much what I'm into. So with my unemployment, I've just become a girl who gyms and runs. But, yeah. So, off topic. Molly May, I love you, girl. But what the fuck, excuse my language, was those last 3 episodes of your documentary? Why giving me half the information? Like, there was literally a bit where they're talking about Tommy in her kitchen with her mum, sister, and her nan. And she goes to say something. She's like, talks about Tommy, and you can see the word but coming out of her mouth. Like, so this is extra information that we don't know about. It's like, and cuts next scene. Molly May, Molly, please. Like, I'd rather you didn't put a documentary out if you're not going to tell us all the information. Now, I understand it's your private life. I do. But you did sell me a dream here a tiny bit by bringing out a documentary about your life, and you're just not telling us about it. Because what's the juicy juice? What is it? And I understand you don't want to share it, but then maybe don't make the documentary. But in the same sense, even without that extra information, I love the documentary. Contradicting thoughts here, but I just wish I knew more. But I'm nosy, so I wish I knew more about everything. So again, not hating on my girl Molly May, because I love her, but I wish I knew. I wish you didn't cut. What were you about to say, Molly? What were you about to say? I'd like to know. You don't owe me anything, but I would like to know. I loved seeing like the behind the scenes of the little maybe pop-up coffee shop thing. Also, I don't understand why people are hating on Zoe for being a protective big sister. My sisters are both of them. My sisters are the first people to tell me when I'm being an idiot, and they are protective of me. I feel like that's what big sisters do. And don't hate on Zoe. So I saw someone comment on like one of the Molly May documentary things. Zoe just doesn't want Molly's to get her family back together. Now, why, as her big sister, would she want that? Like, that's not what she wants. She just wants her sister to be treated right and be happy and not be stressed out all the time over a man. And I think that's completely understandable. Like, just because this man completes your family unit doesn't mean the family unit being that kind of traditional unit is what's best. Like, if a member of that unit is being toxic, it's going to negatively affect the other two, and she just doesn't want that to happen. And I don't understand why people are hating on her. Like, she even said so many times in that documentary, like, I just want you to be happy, like, that is my main goal. So it makes sense if she's a bit cautious about a Molly who might have her love goggles on. Like, she loves Tommy, obviously she wants to get back with him, and like, he's the father of her child, so someone's got to be the cautious one. Someone has to, unfortunately, be slightly negative just to keep everything realistic. Like, you can't live in La La Land, you know? Someone's got to be honest, and that's Zoe, and I respect that about her. I really do. And where she's like, Mum and Dad are so positive, Molly, girl, you probably don't tell your mum and dad all the things about Tommy that you've told Zoe. Zoe probably knows a lot more than them, and it's probably why she is a bit more cautious, because you don't want to tell your parents certain things, you know? They're your parents, like, you always want them to like your partner, whereas your sister is a bit more like chatting to one of your friends, or you really go in and they really see you go through all the shit. So yeah, no Zoe Ray slander around here, please. Absolutely not. Zoe Ray ran the London Marathon, everyone, as well. That's go her. She did it in 4 hours 22. So good. Oh my god, yeah, that's another thing. I've signed up for the ballot for the London Marathon 2026. If I don't get a spot, which I probably won't because it's hard to get in through the ballot, I will be going through a charity. I blimmin' will. So I will be running that marathon next year. And yeah, but apart from that, I did enjoy the Molly May documentary because I am a nosy girl. I like seeing any Molly May content, to be honest. Like, I love her vlogs and I love just watching her little life. And so as much as I wish there was more information in that documentary, I did enjoy it. It's extra stuff to watch, isn't it? One thing I have been liking content wise is I've been listening to the Harry Potter audiobooks. Guys, they're so good. They're read by Stephen King. Anyway, they're so good. the guy does all the voices. I've been listening to them on my drives and on my runs, because sometimes I don't want to listen to music. I've touched on my whole relationship with music before in the past. Sometimes music is just not what I want to be stimulating my brain. I'm obsessed with the audiobooks for Harry Potter. It's just, I love Harry Potter, you know, and I could just listen to it all the time, and it's great. At the moment, I literally listen to it in the shower, I listen to it when I'm cooking, I listen to it when I'm driving. I'm really enjoying it, so I really recommend everyone gets on the audiobook vibe. I need to read the new Hunger Games. That's also what I need to do. But when I finish this Harry Potter book, maybe that's what I'll start listening to. I should really read it and, like, you know, train my brain to be better at reading, but audiobooks are so good. So guys, get on the audiobook trend. Right, last thing to talk about, celebrity trash news. Jojo Siwa, Chris Hughes. Well, now, what are we all thinking? Now, I never thought I'd see two worlds collide like this. Now, I have danced since I was like 6. Dance Mums was my shit. It's my first reality television I ever watched, really. I loved it so much. Now, to see Jojo with the Bobo getting with Chris Hughes of Sit Back Down, I'm Sat, of Chris and Olivia, what is going on? Now, I love it. I'm here for it. I'm actually here for Jojo Siwa to tell everyone she's bi and she's dating Chris Hughes. Don't be mad at me, but I'm kind of obsessed. Because he's a big kid and she's... I was going to say a big kid, but she's like... No, she's not a kid. She is an adult. But, like, they're both very, like, playful humans, and I feel like Jojo like went down the wrong alleyway. She tried to do this weird lesbian Miley Cyrus thing, and it didn't work. She became a laughing stock. She became a meme. Now, I feel like we could get her back to the, not Jojo with the Bobo, but a Jojo that we all love, because she was good in Big Brother. Like, she was herself. She was Joelle. Now, we all like Joelle. Now, Joelle and Chris, I feel, could be a great couple. I'm really hoping that they actually are a couple and they've just not told us yet. The other day when she posted, and it was like my two worlds colliding, and it was Abby Lee over here and Chris Hughes over there. Now, I just never would have thought I would have seen Abby Lee Miller and Chris Hughes in the same room. But here we go, we saw it. And Jojo, she gave us that. No one else can say they've given us that, you know. The crossover, I didn't know I needed. But I did. Love Island UK meets Dance Mums. The original Dance Mums, not any of these knockoff versions of Dance Mums. Jojo with the Bobo with Chris of Sit Back Down, I'm Sat. Now, I can't complain. I'm loving it. Sit Back Down, I'm Sat is one of my favourite things to come out of reality television, so I'm gassed. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say on the matter. I hope you've all enjoyed my episode back. She's back. I've enjoyed chatting to you all. And yeah, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you all tune in. I hope this video gets more than 6 views. I hope it does, but it's fine. That's all my doing. If it's not getting views, it's because I'm being boring, or I'm not editing things right, or I'm not promoting it enough, but we will get there, okay? Yeah, I love you all, and have a lovely week. Love you all. Bye.